Hey everybody, today I'm going to do a updated foundation routine. Let me just grab my mirror. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Clean and Clear. It's just a pimple spot treatment. I do this in the morning and at night before I put on any makeup or after I take off my makeup. Just helps heal any problem areas a little bit faster. Okay, next I'm going to go on with my Smart Lash Adhesive. This can be used at day and night. It just helps your eyelashes grow a little bit longer. I explained where to get this in a little bit more detail in my night care skin routine. So if you're interested in pretty much any of the non-makeup products I'm using, like the moisturizer or this, or the Clean and Clear acne treatment, you can look at that video and it'll have everything in more detail. This is actually included in one of those videos in more detail, but it is just a moisturizer that helps prevent future breakouts and moisturizes your face at the same time. I'm also going to use my dual action 7 Olay Age Lotion, Age Moisturizer, just a little bit of that because it is a little bit expensive and you don't need a lot. Okay, so once that's finished, we're going to start on our foundation. I just use a little thing where I can mix a few different kinds on. I like to use two different kinds of foundation. The first one I'm using is Instant Rewind, Age Rewind from Maybelline. It is a little bit thick because it's a radiant firming makeup, so it does take a little bit to start coming out, as you see here. I'm like, where is it? Is it empty? No. So it is a little bit thick, so just tap it a few times or more than a few times and it'll come out just like that. So just about that much. And then I'm going to go ahead with my other one, and it's also from Maybelline. It's Fit Me 120. And I'm just going to put a little bit on there. This one comes out a lot faster because it's a lot thinner. I'm just going to take my finger and mix them around together to create one foundation. I'm just going to dot it on my face. I usually do my foreheads, my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, my chin, and sometimes right under my nose. Okay. So once you have it placed, I'm going to quickly go in with some concealer and just conceal a few spots that are really problem areas, like this burn on my forehead. I'm going to try to cover that up a little bit before I put the foundation on. I'm also going to try to cover just a few acne spots I have on my face. I'm not going to try to put complete coverage as of right now because I still have to spread the foundation around. So this is just kind of a starting point for it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take my stippling brush, and all I'm doing, I'm not really blending my foundation out right now, I'm just kind of spreading it all around my face so it'll be easier to blend in later instead of having it all over the place. So this is just kind of making it more, you know, spread out. You know what I mean. I think I got this toasted. Sorry, I was looking at a eyeshadow. I think I got this brush from Walmart. Pretty much everything I got from Walmart. I don't really use high-end products. The only high-end thing I have is my Naked palette from Sephora. Everything else is pretty much from drugstores. I don't like to spend a lot of money on it. I'm just going to take a sponge. I forget where I had gotten it, probably Walmart. And I'm not really rubbing, I'm more dabbing. I'm going to dab the foundation into my skin and really try to blend it out. This is the part where you want to try to make it as flawless as possible, but we will be going back in with concealer to hide any more problem areas like the original ones we started with that need a tad bit more coverage. Okay, so next, like I said, I'm going to go back in with my concealer and try to cover up that burn a little bit more, and just a few more areas that might be sticking out a little bit underneath my foundation. My voiceover sounds super professional, doesn't it? Yeah. Right here, I am just putting concealer around my lips. That's going to define it a little bit. I'm also covering my lips with concealer because I am going to go in with my Maybelline, not my Maybelline, I'm sorry, my CoverGirl Outlast my lip stain. So I just want to start with a nude base so the color sticks out a little bit more. So that's a little tip if you want more of a, not a dramatic color, but if you want the color to stand out a little bit more. Next, I'm going to take my Fit Me powder. It's actually in 125, and if you had noticed, my Fit Me foundation was in 120. That was done on purpose, just to give my face a little bit more color, but also the fact that they're out of 120s. So that's how I figured out how to just use one shade above your original color. I believe they go in 5, so this would be the next one up. I'm just taking the powder brush that came with it, and I am just simply dabbing that all around my skin. This is actually taking place of a translucent powder because I actually don't own one, so this works just as well. It's just to set in your liquid foundation. If you don't use a liquid foundation, you don't necessarily need a powder, but it's still always nice. It just gives you that kind of finished look. Well, since we're on my face anyway, well, there wasn't much I could do about that burn. But since we're on our face anyways, I figured I'll just do my bronzer, blush, and highlighter really quick, also so you can see how I do it. But first I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my lips with a lip gloss. It's just a cheapo lip gloss I got from Walmart. It's just Lip Smackers. So I'm just going to moisturize my lips to give it an opportunity to start soaking into my lips. That's the color I'm going to go in with it later. Okay, so yeah, this is when I decided to just do the bronzer. Just take an angled contour brush like that, or pretty much any bronzer brush you want to use, or even your fingers will work. I'm going to go ahead and use a matte bronzer since I'm not going outside really much today. I'm just going to work. I'm going to use a very, just, light bronzer. I'm going to suck in my cheeks and contour my cheekbones. If you want a video on how to contour or do bronzer, let me know and I'll make one. But in this video, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of that bronzer and I'm also putting on the bridge of my, not the bridge of my nose, I'm sorry, the sides of my nose, just to kind of make my nose appear a little bit smaller. And my nose is crooked, so this kind of helps it straighten it out a little bit. Next, I'm taking a big fluffy brush and I'm just going in with my Maybelline Fit Me blush in light rose. They don't have a specific color for your shade, just pretty much whatever you prefer. And I'm just keeping it on the apples of my cheeks. I really do not want to bring it out like in the 70s. I just want to keep it very sheer, very fresh looking. Alright, here's a little trick for a highlighter if you don't actually own one. Just go in with any, like light color like I showed you on my fingertip. This is just a white from the Naked palette. Just make sure it's matte and not too shimmery, and put it on the areas that I'm showing you. And then just go ahead and take your finger and blend them out. They're going to give you a nice highlight, and it looks natural as long as you blend it out very well. If you have a big white streak, it might not look so natural. And we are pretty much done with our face.